Hi, I'm Alex Millerin.
And I'm Brooke Wilson from CSTV Movie Reviews. And this week we are doing one of our favorites, Pixar Disney movies.
Yes, and I'd like to give a special shout out to the girls of room 901 in Casey Tower for helping me in this decision-making process. To start off with, we're going to talk about Monsters Incorporated.
Yes.
How do you feel about that movie?
Monsters, Inc., I feel like is one of the favorite Pixar movies of everyone, because how could you not really love them? Sully and Mike Wazowski. I think it was one of the classics, really, that kind of kick-started the whole Pixar themes of every single year a new movie coming out.
Yeah, I agree. People didn't really know much about Pixar before the Monsters Incorporated movie. And Sully and Mike made a great team, like you said. I agree with that. My favorite, though, was Mike, just because of how funny he was.
Yes, and I love the spin that they took on it, because Pixar always does something cute with their themes and with the way that they play out their movies. But I like how they turn their monsters into the good guys instead of the bad guys.
Yeah.
And I feel like it really helped kids in a way, but they made it fun, too, in the same
I agree,
way.
making the monsters scared of the kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a nice twist. And Boo, oh, she's so cute.
She was, yeah.
And I think it's even a great movie for adults too. I feel like everyone has their guilty pleasure in watching Pixar movies, because even their children's movies and for a younger audience, everyone can basically watch them and enjoy them.
Yeah, I feel like I can still watch it and still laugh in the exact same places.
Mm-hmm. And then I love the end when they figure out how to make the kids laugh instead of making them scream.
Yeah, and a very heartfelt ending too when Sully got reunited with Boo.
Oh, I always wanted a little Sully monster or something in my closet after watching it. But they're definitely gonna bring a lot more fans out to the theaters soon when they have their sequel coming out.
Oh yeah, Monsters University. Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, especially since it's when Mike and Sully, they hated each other.
Yes.
Before they really got to be friends.
It's when, beginning, right? It's more of a prequel, not a sequel.
Yeah, I heard that all the characters are going to be back. Randall, and I heard a rumor about Waterloo, so I'm not sure if that's true.
I don't know, but I can't wait to see it, definitely.
Yeah. Another timeless classic would have to be Finding Nemo.
Nemo. Everybody loves Nemo, I feel like. This really is, I think the star Pixar movie of all Pixar movies. Everyone knows what it's about. And I can't even count how many times I've seen it, in school. Everyone just wants to watch it all the time.
First time I heard about the movie, I was like, okay, I have no interest in this. It's about a couple of fish that are trying to find this location. I didn't know that Nemo was another fish.
Yes. I didn't think I remember really what it was about when I went to go see it, because this was a while ago that it came out, and I just kind of went to go see it because it was another Pixar movie and it looked cool with all the colors and everything flying around through the ocean. But it definitely took everybody by storm and set the bar high for all the other Pixar movies.
Well, I loved Ellen DeGeneres, who voiced Dory.
Yeah.
She was a great choice for the role.
She got a whole new fame from her whale voice and everything, too.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think, I love the fish tank characters, too. The whole ecosystem inside there, the starfish, you have the little cleaning shrimp, and Gil, everybody. I
can never look at fish in a tank the same way again.
No.
It's oh my God, I feel so bad for them.
I feel bad, but then I kind of hope that it's kind of like that tank, because it'd be pretty cool to have a Finding Nemo tank in your room or something like that. But I definitely feel bad, especially when now I don't really tap on the glass anymore.
Oh, I never did in the first place.
After seeing that, well, you kind of get their attention, but...
Yeah. I never eat fish, so it's okay, I'm saving a few fish here.
Here you go, save a few fish. But I definitely love that one.
Yeah, it was a great movie, and I just love the message that it sends, to
the father-son.
Father-son relationships, exactly.
It was well done by Pixar. Another great movie, which I actually wasn't super excited to see at first, but I ended up loving it in the end, was Cars.
Oh yeah, I think that's one of my favorites.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know why, I can't really say. I thought it was very well done. It was orchestrated right. You know, he wasn't too much of one thing or too much of another.
I liked it. I like the way that in the beginning it kind of seemed more of like a guy's movie because it was like cars and stuff, and it didn't really seem like it appealed to the general audience, like because of fish. It's like, oh, everybody likes fish, but not everyone's always into cars and stuff. And I love the way that they like played the different types of cars to different types of characters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they had Lightning McQueen, he's like the showy guy, and then you have your Porsche and everything, and she's the heroine in the movie, and it definitely played out well.
Yeah, and then you had your stereotypes in real life in cars. You see a rusty car, you're like, oh God, I really don't like this. You know, who would want to have this car? And with, you know, in the movie, it's like, oh, who wants to hang out with them? Who wants to be friends with them?
And I love the little town too, because I love how in like the beginning it's all broken down and everything, but they like turn it into like a little escape from reality and back in time.
Yeah.
And it made me want to go down like Route 66 and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
actually, same here.
Now I want to go on like a road trip or something, and hopefully have as much fun in like a little town like that. But it definitely took me by surprise. I was more impressed with it than I thought I was going to be.
Yeah,
And then there's Cars 2 also, but I haven't seen that one.
I did. Yeah, I didn't think it was as good as the first one, but it held its own.
That's good though. I have to make a point to go see it then.
Yeah.
Sometime I'll find it, but definitely Cars is one of my top picks for Pixar movies.
I feel the same way. Another one of the great classics, which was actually the first Disney Pixar movie, was Toy Story, which had following sequels, Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3.
Toy Story, I think, is my absolute favorite Pixar movie by far.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the
It
one of the good
definitely
ones.
started a whole generation of movies. It started with our generation, I feel like, when we first came out, because we were the young kids when they started making these movies. And then when it got all the way up to the third one, as Andy was graduating and going to college, it felt like we were kind of going to college at the same time.
Yeah, we grew up with the movies.
And
mean,
the
I th-
characters.
Yeah, I think the first one came out when we were about 6 or 7 years old.
So it definitely, I think, resonated with our age group. And the characters, they're so lovable. Are you a Buzz fan or a Woody fan?
I'm a Woody fan.
I'm a Woody fan too.
My brother was the Buzz fan.
I do love Buzz, but I gotta pick Woody as my favorite.
Yeah, this movie, or this series of movies, really started off for John Ratzenberg, who had a voice in every single Pixar movie.
And yeah, they definitely took him a long way.
Yeah, in the Toy Story series, he voiced Ham.
He did, and it's very recognizable voice too in each of the movies.
Yeah, you can always tell who he is. You just have to listen closely.
Yeah, and I love the way that they transitioned into the second one, because this, I think, was the first sequel for a Pixar film that they made. Because now they're making a bunch of Pixar sequels, but Toy Story 2 was the first one that continued the story. And I love what they did introducing new characters, like with Jessie and Buckeye and everybody. And it made them really fit into the movie, I feel like.
Yeah. And then I felt that after the transition to Toy Story 3, you really start to feel bad for your own toys. You know, it's like you feel like you've been neglecting them, and it's like, I mean, I don't know about you, but after I saw that movie, I rushed home and I pulled out all my childhood toys.
It definitely makes you very nostalgic, and it made me really like miss childhood and like just having all your fun like with your toys and stuff. And
Yeah.
and it like I love how he passes it on to like the next generation in the movie, but it definitely makes you miss it.
Yeah, it was there wasn't a dry eye in the theater.
No, it was
at the
very
end.
bittersweet. But they're definitely my favorite. If I had to pick out of three of them, the first one's obviously my favorite because it's the original. But then the third one is great too. But I love them all.
Yeah, you see, now I love all of them too, but I'd have to say the third one was my favorite,
Third one's your favorite?
just because of the storyline.
Yeah, I like how it ties everything together.
Yeah. I heard a rumor that they were going to do Toy Story 4. I hope that's not
No,
true. I mean,
they can't.
it's over. It's done.
It has to be done. How would they do that?
They're going to have it about Bonnie now.
No. Please, Pixar, don't do that.
Yeah.
It's perfect the way it is. It just needs to stay the way it is. And we just make more DVD copies and we can just watch them over and over again, right?
Exactly.
We don't need a fourth Toy Story.
Well, that's all from us here at CSCV Movie Reviews.
Next week, you can tune in and watch our special Valentine's Day feature. And until then, keep watching your movies.
Have a good night.